showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Tigers kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas A&M's offense will be first on the attack. And here's a guy who's going to have to make some plays at wide receiver in this one. A highly anticipated debut here. He's a tremendous pass catcher with every skill you'd want. Looking downfield, it's Schrader. Working the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rushes on. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Again, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Finding space. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Schrader. Snags it. Spins away from from the defense. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Way off target there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to Brown. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Aggies have it in scoring position on first and goal. Here's Brown. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to run it with Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Gets rid of it.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Right at the line. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw, it's Schrader. Under pressure. On target over the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. A give to Brown. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to move them on the counter. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to hit the sideline on the jet sweep. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Kick is in the air. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Schrader. Right down the middle. Nearly intercepted. 2nd and long here. On the RPO, got him. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Right side, it's Brown. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Aggies have this offense rolling. Fresh center downs going to the air. They're working that left side. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He wants to throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Makes the grab on the left. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab and took it score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So here comes the Auburn offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense?
He's loose on the right. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn!
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball, and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here's Brown to begin the drive. There he goes. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. Looking for a man. It's Schrader. Finds his man. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Sells to fake. Got the quick pass. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
On first down, it's Brown again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Fires to the right. He's got it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. From inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his man. It's Alexander. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Finds his big tight end. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Flying out to the left. And with the pick 6. Touchdown, Aggies.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st. Out wide right, it's Alexander. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to run it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Look out! He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Wolverines looking to bounce back from a week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back over to your game at Kyle Field. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Auburn lines up quickly.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Got a little space. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Finds a crease. It's Lindsey. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Left side is Alexander. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Chip.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Handoff to the lone back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this.
Snags it, and he's open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Caught on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The handoff. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here, and he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And he makes the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Schrader. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
On the ground, it's Cobb. Swamped immediately. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off-play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete to the left. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the wideout. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. On play action. They get to him as he throws. Finds a tight end down the gut. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Motion from the wideout. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Moving the pocket, it's Schrader. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the a big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there, now up 20 in the fourth. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Sells the run, wants to pass. Good job just to get rid of that one. Second and long here. Looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Tight end finds a soft spot inside the 40. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And after that last completion, left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down. How will they attack on second and short? Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Wants to keep it in the air. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They're trying to slam it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Auburn. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Takes off. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moves the pocket. It's Schrader. Quickly out to the tight end. Snowed under by the defense. Third and long right here. Tight end now in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Looks it in. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. It's dropped after taking the hit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The snap sets up to throw. Hauls it in. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Soft spot in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Sets his feet. It's Schrader. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. The lone back's got it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Handoff again. Down he goes. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Making his first move. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Drops back on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Just picked up 3 yards, but he did get out of bounds to try to save every precious second. 2nd down to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Got the 1st himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And he's just going to spike it. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. These corners backing off a bit. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a